question number 3 from GATE 1999. It's a 5-mark question on XRD. The atomic radius of aluminum is 0.143 nm. Find the Bragg angles for the first 3 X-ray diffraction lines. And he has given copper K alpha of 0.154 nm. Okay. So basically we are asked to find the values of theta 1, theta 2, theta 3. These are the first 3 Bragg angles, right? So that means if you know your theta 1, you can actually calculate your theta 2. And from theta 1, we can also calculate theta 3. Right? Because the sample is an aluminium, right? And aluminium is an FCC. And we know in an FCC, sine of theta 2 by sine of theta 1 is equal to 1.15, right? And sine of theta 3 by sine of theta 1 is equal to 1.63, right? So our main job is to find the value of theta 1, then we can easily find theta 2 and theta 3, right? How do we find theta 1? We will go back to our Bragg's law, which says that n lambda is equal to 2d sin theta, right? N lambda is equal to 2d sin theta, right? We know n, it is a 1 because it is always a first order diffraction using copper K alpha, and lambda value is given. Theta we are supposed to find. That means we are yet to know the value of d, right? So to know the value of d, the only hint given by the question is that the atomic radius is 0.143 nm. Okay. So somewhere from radius we need to calculate the d, right? How do we calculate? So to connect r and d, we have a value called lattice parameter, right? Because a is equal to 4r by root 2 and d is equal to a by root of h square plus k square plus l square. Okay. So first calculate the value of a and then put it into this formula, then we can get to know our d value. So a is equal to 4 into the r value is 0.143 by root 2, 1.414, right? If you can put this in our gate calculator, 0.404 nm. Okay, and just substitute this a value in our formula. Okay, so that means d is equal to 0.404 by root of h square plus k square plus l square, right? So and we know he is actually asking, we are actually finding theta 1 value, and we know the metal is an aluminium. That means the first peak will come from the h scale of 111, right? So that means the h square plus k square plus l square value will be 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square. That means root 3. Root 3 means 1.732. Okay. So just substitute this value in our Bragg's law. So that means 1 into 0.154 is equal to 2 into 0.404 by 1.732 into sin theta, right? So that means theta is equal to sin inverse of 0.154 into 1.732 by 2 into 0.404. Okay, if we can put this in our gate calculator, 19.275, that means 19.28. Okay, 19.28 degree. Now we know our theta 1 value. So this is actually theta 1 value. From this theta 1, we can actually calculate theta 2, right? So theta 2 is equal to sin inverse of sine of theta 1, that means 19.28 into 1.15, right? So this value, if you can put it in our gate calculator, 22.23, right? And again, theta 3 value will be sin inverse of sine of 19.28 into 1.63, right? And again, if we can put this value in our gate calculator, 32.56, okay, degrees. So our final answers are, the theta 1 value is 19.275, that means 19.28, and the theta 2 value is 22.23, and theta 3 is 32.56, okay.